Hello students, welcome to Drishti IAS. In today's session, we will understand how India plans to bridge this huge gap between our vocational training centers and the real industry jobs. So let's get started. Now you might be aware that we have a scheme by the name of PM-SETU. PM-SETU. We will talk about the scheme in detail later on, but for now, please understand that this is a scheme that aims at bridging this huge skill gap that we have between the skills that are taught at our ITIs versus what is really required in the real industry jobs. So for that, we have PM-SETU, and though this scheme was launched earlier this year, right now it is again in news because the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship has invited industry leaders to participate in the PM-SETU scheme. It has released an expression of interest inviting these industry leaders, these anchor industry leaders to come forward and participate in the PM-SETU scheme. So this scheme again becomes very important for us because it is in news. So I already told you that the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship has invited these leaders, and an expression of interest has been released to find anchor industry partners for the upgradation of National Skill Training Institute. And not just the ministry, some other states and UTs have also released this EOI. So they are Karnataka, Gujarat, Assam and Chandigarh who have released this expression of interest, inviting these industry leaders. So PM-SETU as a scheme becomes very important for us. So let us talk about that. And then you will be able to understand the role that these industry leaders are going to play in this scheme. Now, before we do that, let me just quickly tell you that we have this new course for you, which is the Studio GS Foundation live online course. It is going to help you in your complete UPSC preparation of prelims and mains in only rupees 24,999. And if in future you wish to join our offline foundation batch, this fee is going to be adjusted in the fee of our offline foundation batch. So this course will become practically free for all the people who wish to join our offline foundation batch in future. So hurry, as the admissions are already open, and for more information, please call us at 87501 and you can also download the Drishti Learning app. Now let's get back to understanding PM-SETU. PM-SETU is a centrally sponsored scheme which is aimed at the upgradation of our ITIs. It has a total outlay of 60,000 CR for a time period of 5 years. And what is the goal? Goal, I told you, it's the upgradation of ITIs. So basically, under this scheme, we are planning at upgrading 1,000 ITIs. 1,000 ITIs, plus we are also planning on developing five national centers of excellence for skilling with global partnerships. So it's a centrally sponsored scheme. We are planning on upgrading our ITIs, and at the same time we also want to have 5 national centers for skilling. And these 5 centers, these 5 locations that have been identified, they are Bhubaneswar, Chennai, Hyderabad, Kanpur and Ludhiana. These are the 5 centers which will host our centers of excellence, national centers of excellence for skilling. And when I talk about the upgradation of the ITIs, we are going to follow a very special model. What is that model? It is the hub and spoke model. Hub and spoke model. Now, what do you understand by hub and spoke model? Under this model, we have a central hub, and certain spokes are connected to it. We have a central hub and certain spokes are connected to it. So in this scenario, we are going to work towards the development of our central hub. We are going to provide it with the best facilities, research, development, all these things are going to be given to the central hub, and the spokes, other institutes, they are going to be connected to the hub, and all these facilities will be shared between the hub and the spoke. Now, why is this important? Because here we are talking about 1,000 ITIs. We are talking about upgrading 1,000 ITIs. Now, doing that individually, like by catering to the needs of these individual ITIs can get difficult, logistically challenged. So now what should be done? We have a central hub and spoke model where we'll focus on the hub, and the facilities of the hub are going to be shared with the spoke. And what is the role of industry leaders over here? So I told you that there's a huge skill set gap between what is being taught at our vocational training centers and what is required in these real industries, in these real jobs. So who is going to tell us what is required in the real jobs? The industries. Industries are going to tell us what do they need. What kind of skills do they actually need from these people? What kind of skills are required for them to be placed? Industries are going to tell us. So that is why we need an industry participation. Industry leaders are being invited. Anchor industry leaders are being invited so that they can come in and they can help in, let's say, designing the curriculum also, in providing certain facilities, providing very, customized skill training so that they can exactly tell us what do they need. Right now, there is this employment gap because there is this skill set gap. People are getting trained, but they're getting trained not in the exactly right skills. That is why they're finding it difficult to get the jobs. So in order to bridge this gap, bridge this employment gap, these industries are going to come forward and they themselves will tell what is required for them to be placed, what is required for the youth to be placed in those industries. So this is an industry-led model. This is an industry-led model versus all the other schemes. Most of the other schemes that we have, they are policy-led development programs, government policy-led development programs. This is an industry-led development program where industries are going to come forward and take part in these different activities to bridge the skill set gap. That is why the expression of interest has been released, where industry leaders are being invited to come forward and participate in the PM-SETU scheme. So all this becomes very important and relevant for our examination. This scheme becomes very important for our examination. So I hope you were able to understand everything that we discussed over here. Now, as always, let us practice a question for prelims. And before we do our question, with reference to the National Skill Training Institutes in India, consider the following statements. 1. The NSTIs are institutions under the Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. 2. They primarily focus on training instructors and providing advanced skill training. 3. Under the PM-SETU scheme, private industry partners are invited to help upgrade these institutes. Which of the statements given above is or are correct? A. 1 and 2 only, B. 2 and 3 only, C. 1 and 3 only, or D. 1, 2 and 3. Please attempt this question and provide your answers in the comment section. Thank you for watching.
Introducing Drishti IAS Everyday Wear, the casual jacket and the polo neck t-shirt, perfect for everyday and casual wear. Shop now on the Drishti Learning app and Flipkart. Buy link in the description.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe, and do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.